sweeteners. The recipes are very base. They're wonderful for cleansing. They're wonderful for getting started on the program. Plus, the information in book 1 is so important for why you would want to alkalize. If you are trying to explain this program to somebody in a big hurry and they haven't had time to read the pH Miracle book yet, this is your greatest preface to them reading our pH Miracle book. It shows Rob's blood. I mean, I've never seen better blood than this, okay? Both in the wet and dry pictures. It gives a preface of what we're doing. It gives how to eat 80-20, how to visualize that on your plate. It explains the House of Health and how our bodies are 70-30. And then it goes into the basics. It talks about the molecular structure of chlorophyll and hemoglobin that I just talked about. It gives you the food pyramids and how we need to change that food pyramid. And then it goes into the protein-calcium myth that I've been talking about, how you don't need that much protein, you don't need that much calcium. This diet is going to cover all those bases. It goes into motivation techniques, transition techniques, how to phase food out, how to phase food in, what I did in my pantry. And remember, I had 4 kids when this all hit. Okay, I had college guy, high school guy, junior high school girl, and elementary school kid. And we did all this to them, okay? And there was a little bit of resistance. They thought Mom and Dad had kind of gone wacko. There's a few tears once in a while around Thanksgiving. And we're having tofurkey? What's tofurkey? That's not turkey. Okay, so you got to realize that when you're taking your family through this, or you have a spouse that's not quite on board yet, just make it an exciting journey, you know, make the pudding and step them into it slowly, or make a beautiful soup and don't even talk about what they can't have. Here I show you all of the supplies that I have in my kitchen, how to get started, how to stock your pantry. So book 1 is very, very important, and I have Shelley's shortcuts here, the 10 things I do, you know, once or twice a week to make alkalium preparation very fast. We have vegetable juicing here, and how to make your nut milks. Here's our little boys way back, you know, when I held it down and painted those green mustaches on him and took their picture. Here's Tony Robbins, who actually was very, very sick when we first met him. He had been eating nothing but fruit till noon on his program, which was Fit for Life. And he had sugared up all of his tissues, and he was very yeasty and hurting and had inflammation in his joints. And he came to us and said, something's wrong with me, I can tell. And he came on board with us for a certain period of time, and we actually presented for his health days. Rob and I both presented and did all of his food and all of his writing for his health books that he still uses today. So I have ideas for breakfast. The Zippy breakfast is an all-time favorite. We have people young and old, and this is one of the very few cookbooks that shows people eating the food, and these are actually people that eat the food. You rarely see that in a cookbook, so this is a really valuable book to have. Book 2 went into more of nutritional advice, you know, what extended advice we needed. We call it Further Light and Knowledge, you know. This is where we were able to add a few sweeteners to the program. We realized the significance of salt in the program. We give a little more extended research on tomatoes, on coconuts. We give you the first print-off of the pH scale that you can start teaching your little ones where they need to be eating if they want a body like this, or where they're going to end up if they eat the food on the acidic side. You can show them the basic difference, and this is so good for kids to understand how to eat from the House of Health. And then we go into more and more research: lemons, limes, grapefruit, the awesome tomato, onions, and garlic as good antibiotics. Better sources of protein are here in this book. You can see research on sprouts, on fish, on sodium chloride, and then a natural sugar for everyone. This is the green raw stevia that we did the second pudding recipe out today. Did anybody notice a terrible aftertaste in that second pudding? No. So the green raw stevia is something you can order direct from us, and there's no aftertaste. Once again, in this book we held recipe contests. So these are not just my recipes, but the contest winners who entered and received pH Miracle retreats for their entries. I want to also encourage all of you to get in the kitchen and experiment, and if you'd like to share your recipes with our community, you can send them into Attention to Me, to the ranch. All we need is a signature that you're okay if we publish your recipe with your name on it on our website or in any of our further publications. So it's really easy to share. I know that you have creative juices going, and I welcome you to add add to our recipe archives here. So thank you. Also, sometimes, you meet people that they don't even know how to pick out a cucumber. They don't even know, how the avocado should feel when they pick it up, We've got bachelors and bodybuilders who come in on the program. They don't know the first thing. So we've tried to cover all those bases. I've shopped in a natural health food store and also in a regular supermarket. I take you by the hand. I show you which oils to pick out, what to be aware of, how to pick out your produce. And then we have Back to the House of Health demonstrations from these two books. I'm right there with you in the kitchen. So really, we've tried to make this easy, affordable, and available to all. That's my idea, of Optimum Health, is to have those three things in place so every